Hey everybody, I'm Brian with Knox Company, and I'm going to show you how to replace your filters in your reverse osmosis system. This is the SW600 model from Shell Water Systems. I love this system because it's so compact. It doesn't require a big water tank under your sink. It leaves a lot of room underneath there for you. And another reason why I love it is because it is so quick and easy to replace these filters. I'm going to walk you through step by step. I'm going to show you the filters. I'm even going to put a link for their website in the description below in case you want to pick yourself up some of these filters. And if you have any questions, you can always leave comments and I'll walk you through any troubleshooting that you have. But I did all three filters in less than 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this yourself. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. One of the first things you want to do is go ahead and shut the power off to the system. You can do this two ways. I just pulled the plug from the socket. That way there's no power actually going to the unit, or you can actually unplug the power supply from the back of the unit. That should be the black cord that's plugged into the rear. And you can also remove that white plug. That usually goes to your water leak detection sensor. Just go ahead and unplug those. That way the system has no power. Next thing we're going to do, I like to shut the water off. That makes sure that there's no water pressure coming into the system, and we want to release the water from the system. So what I would do is shut the water off at your little quarter turn valve. Then I'd go up to the spigot at your sink, open it up, and just let that water run out. In less than a minute, you'll see all that water run out and it should be dry, no more pressure in the system. The next thing we're going to do is identify which filter we want to replace. I'm going to replace all three here, but you can see my stage one is really the only one that needs to be replaced. Another reason why I like the system so much is because it will actually tell you when it's time to replace it, and you can easily reset it, which I'll show you at the end. But it has a little red light, and sometimes when you turn it on, it'll actually beep, and that just gives you a signal that it may be time to replace that filter. But mine here is red, so I know that I need to replace that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the front cover, and then I'm just going to give that top filter a quarter turn to the left, and it should slide right out. Then I'm just going to replace the new one, same thing, slightly turn to the left, insert it, and you should feel it seat all the way in the back, and then turn it vertical, quarter turn to the right. And that is just how easy it is to replace these filters. You're going to do the exact same thing for the stage two. These are usually for your CP and your RO filters, and like I said, I'll have links and things to the website down there below so you can get these exact items. But it is just that easy. Another quarter turn to the left, slide it out, and then slide in the new one, slightly turn to the left. That way it seats all the way in. Then give it that quarter turn vertical, and it will be straight up and down. You should be able to read the letters stage 1 and stage 2. That's how quick it is to replace these filters, and again, that's why I love it so much. Very minimal time, pretty much no water or any dripping that's coming out of the system. Now we can jump over to the Alkaline Remineralizer. That filter is pretty easy, but again, it has two steps to it. One, you're going to give the whole large cartridge a quarter turn to the left, and it should pop right out. You'll see two black O-rings there, and we're going to have a wrench that came with the system. You're going to take that wrench that's provided, line it up over the top, and then I had to use two hands for this, but give it that turn to the left and it should unscrew. Pull it straight out, and your new filter will have, again, two little rings on it. You're going to pull it straight up, and you'll see that there is some water in this container, so this is where you might get a little bit wet. I would take it up to the sink. That way you pull it out and don't drip it on your floor. But when you see that filter there, you're going to pull it straight out. So with your new one, what I like to do, you'll see there is some O-rings there. I like to take the food safe silicone, which again, I'll put a link for that in the video description if you need some. But my system came with a large tube of it, so this has lasted me for years now. I'm going to put just a little bit of that silicone around those O-rings. Anytime I work with these water systems, I like to put that silicone around there just to make sure that we don't have any leaks and we have a really good seal. So I'll put a little bead around there just with my finger. Then I can insert that back into the cap. Now you're just going to reverse this process, slide it straight down, give it that full turn or two around, and then use the wrench to tighten this down. This should be very snug, but do not over tighten this. And then the same thing for the O-rings at the top here. I like to put a little silicone around that before I put it back in and give it that quarter turn to tighten it up. Now we're pretty much done with all three filters, and we can just reverse that process like we did to shut it down. I'll plug the system in, that way it can turn on. Then I'll turn on the water and let the water go through the system. I do this with the spigot still open, that way it can push all that air out. And in less than a minute, you'll hear the water or see the water coming out of the spigot. Once you let that run for a little bit, you can turn that off, and the machine will kind of run through its process. And now we can reset the filter lights, and again, very easy. Hold down on that reset button for about 3 seconds and you'll see it beep, and then it will start blinking. Depending on which one you want, the first light or the second light, you just touch it once and it will jump from that one to the next one. When it's on the one that you want to replace or reset, once it's there, hold it for another 3 seconds. It should beep, and then it will go from red to blue, or in some systems, it goes back to white. That means it's now reset. If you leave it alone for about 10 seconds, it'll reset itself and just kind of go back to the way it was, and it will jump out of the reset mode. So don't worry, if you want to reset something, hold it for 3 seconds, touch it once to switch between, hold it for 3 seconds to reset it, and you're good to go. And just as an added measure, because these are new filters, you want to kind of rinse some water through it. I hit that flush button or that refresh button, and then I let it run itself through that process. It says here in the manual that depending on which filters you replace, you do not want to drink the water or use it for the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes. So don't use the system immediately after changing the filters. A good idea is to let some of that water run for a few minutes. And that just kind of gets anything that may be loose in there out, so you have fresh, clean water to drink. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, like I say, go ahead and leave comments down there below. I'll get back to all your comments. And I also have links for the website and those items to replace these filters in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.